New stream key. Oh. Hey. That looks good. Huh. Okay. Well, this one's working. This time for sure. Okay, stream settings, great. Where's the link? And okay. Okay. Everybody. There we go.
Hey there.
Hey there, how's it going?
I think you have the car keys in your pocket.
I think you're totally right. Sorry about that. Here's the car keys. Here we go.
You haven't begun yet.
I'm solving a solving an issue at the last second here.
Okay.
Looks like at least 16 people are in. Awesome.
Yay.
Great. And for anyone who shows up late, sorry about this. The new link is here. Whee! Okay, great. Let's do some music. Okay, here we go. Hello, everybody. Oh, yeah. All right. So, can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay. Thank goodness. Thank you for being on team everything, as we say here in my house. We always say to the kids, let's all be on team everything and clean up your mess. And I'm going to pull up a quick lyric for something because I was still putting together my set list when I looked up at the clock and thought, oh my God, it's 12 o'clock. I have to get going. Okay, here we go. So, I'm going to find the lyrics to this song real quick. This is what we call organized. Yes. Here we go. This time for sure. Yes. Yes. It's like I planned it, except not quite so well. Here comes a song which was a request. I messed around with a with The Cure's song In Between Days. I took it apart. I broke it down into a bunch of separate sections and played around with loops on this thing. Boom, digga ding dong, digga 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 dong. And it's really fun, but it's in a completely different key from where I want to play this song. So let me just go. There, I just played The Cure, and now I'm going to play. Day is gonna come when you won't feel shitty anymore, but that day is not here yet. that day is not here yet. The day is gonna come when you won't be wiping yourself off the floor. But that day is not here yet. That day is not here yet. And when that day arrives, it will be glorious, glorious. There will be angels singing and a big brass band and a llama on a trampoline. Yeah, when that day arrives, it will be glorious. But today is not that day. Today is one of those days in between. Today is gonna come when you won't have to kick your own ass. That day's not here yet. That day's not here yet. The day is gonna come when you won't be all alack and alas. But that day's not here yet. That day's not here yet. And when that day arrives, it will be marvelous. There will be cake and bocce ball and a big orange slushy machine. Yeah, when that day arrives, it will be marvelous. But today is not that day. Today is one of those days in between. Will you just hang the fuck on, my friend? This less than perfect day ain't the end. You can just get your ass out of bed and comb that thinning hair on your head. Put that one foot in front of the other instead. You'll see. You'll see. The day is gonna come when you wake up, everything's fine. But that day is not here yet. That day is not here yet. The day is gonna come when you will smile and relax and unwind. That day is not here yet. That day is not here yet. And when that day arrives, it will be wonderful or marvelous or something good. The world will not look poopy brown or moldy, pukey, split pea green. Yeah, when that day arrives, it will be, you will be better off. But today is not that day. Yeah, in order to get to that day, you've got to live through all these days in between. In between. All right, the concert is officially started. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is the best birthday present ever. This is, unlike my show back in February, this is not a fundraising ploy. This is just me getting to play some songs and getting to hang out with you for a minute. And thank you for spending your Saturday with me. I'm really, really freaking grateful. Here is here's the first song that I did from this crazy project. I had this notion, like, I always wanted to do a song a week, and earlier in my life, I was afraid of pursuing it. I was afraid of doing this crazy idea. I was a songwriter for hire with my former partner Valerie, and we, like, so much of our life was about, like, writing songs for money. I thought, like, there could not possibly be any way that I could find enough time to make a song a week, write about my own personal stuff and do it that way. But I finally started this project on my 45th birthday 5 years ago, and I was due to finish today, August 7th. Today, in my calendar, it says, post the last song. And I counted all the weeks out. I was going to make it to 262 songs. I made it to like 211 so far. I didn't do too bad, but life kept getting in the way, and the life that was getting in the way turned out to be really, really glorious and fun. I have to say, I like my life as a dad and a music teacher a lot more than I did like my life as a songwriter for hire. But this song was the first one of this whole project, and kind of where my head was at when the whole thing began. And it goes like this. It's called This Is When You Let Go. It's like a weight upon your shoulders. It's like a boat that you are towing from the shore. It's like you're always, always pushing up that boulder till it rolls right over you and you gotta push it up once more. It's like a swim against the current. It's a night so dark that you forget there will ever be a dawn. That night you realize you can't go on and on and on, like you've been going on and on and on and on and on and on. And this is when you let go. When you let go of your doubt. When you stop your second guessing. When you stop chickening out. And there's no shame for the dumb mistakes that laid you low. When you can put down all the weight that you've been carrying. That's when you know. This is when you let go. It's like a pretentious foreign movie. In some pretentious movie house you would rather not be in. The popcorn's stale and the soda fountain's broken. And the action film next door is loud and the walls are paper thin. The hero looks suspiciously familiar. That dissolute and disenchanted douchebag on the screen. And then you realize the other actors are your friends and neighbors. And you better get up there and fix this before the final scene. And this is when you let go. And this is when you scroll the lyrics down so you can read the rest of the song. This is when you let go. When you let go of your fear. When you let go of the bottle and you can see it all so clear that you have become your own worst case scenario. When you can put away the crutches you've been leaning on. That's when you know. This is when you let go. Oh, this is when you let go. This is when you let go. When you spend your expectations free. When you let go of the person you thought you were supposed to be. And you're not afraid of whatever's down below. When you're hang dangling from the high trapeze in the circus tent. It's just part of the show, where you swing to and fro. When the time comes you'll know. This is when you let go. 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 Thank you, guys. This concert is like the beginning of an end. Exactly, Mose Milburn. So I have a couple of special guest things to share with you guys. The first one I want to share with you came from this wonderful person, Ronnie Weatherby, who in my first 3.5-ish years, 3 years before the pandemic, honestly, 3 years. In the first 3 years I was here, the only live concerts I played were as a keyboardist for this band called Champagne Honeybee. And the lead singer of Champagne Honeybee is Ronnie Weatherby. She is a singer, a very funny person, and a ukulele player. And she did this. Wow, that's pretty jumpy and not so great. I think my poor computer needs a little help playing that back. Let's see if I can make that work a little bit better. Let me just load up that file real quick here. Fingers crossed. We are streaming, just in case anybody's interested, we are streaming on a 2009 Mac Mini. So we are pushing it far beyond what it usually does. But let me just see. Can this play here? Not now. That's okay. Great. That's working there. How does it play like that? It's okay. Let's see if I can make it work a second time. And if it doesn't work a second time, we will move on to something else. Here we go. No, it's not very good. Well, let's just leave it at Ronnie did a really nice thing for me. And I will, if she's okay with it, I'll post it online at some point in the future. That doesn't bode particularly well for the other special guest things I wanted to share with you, because both of those are prefab videos that I was going to play and listen to and talk to you about while they played. So I hope, fingers crossed, that they work. I'm going to play you another song. Okay. So one of my patrons, his name is Doug, and he really likes this one. And it's been a while since I've done it, but I'm going to give it a shot. This is a song that I had been trying to write for a really long time, and it went in the musical Wheelhouse. This was the last song of Wheelhouse, and I am... The guy who wrote this song is a much younger person than I am. The guy who wrote this song is full of angst and agita about the future. And one of the things that I've loved most about turning 50 and getting to this point is I don't have that angst and agita anymore. I'm happy being a dad and being a music teacher. It's awesome. So the person who wrote this, who is singing, is a person who is really worried about what is coming next. And I'm going to play you the track. Here comes the karaoke for this song. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. System preferences. Hope this doesn't cause lots of pain and awfulness. Opening this baby up. I want to send it to the right output. Here we go. How you guys doing? How's your Saturday going? 50 is so the new 25. I do need a new computer. Okay, here we go. So I call God up, and I'm kind of nervous, but I call God up. I get his answering service, so I take a breath, make my voice all steady, take another breath, and I think I'm ready, and I say on the line, could you tell the divine that I'm here down below, and I really wanna know. Have we turned the corner? Have we gone right round the bend? Is it the end of the beginning, or the beginning of the end? Are we getting warmer? Are we on a downward trend? Is it the end of the beginning, or the beginning of the end? And I don't hear back, but I'm in no hurry. Still I don't hear back, and I start to worry, 'cause the days fly by, with no confirmation. And then years fly by, and a desperation settles in to my soul. I feel out of control, so I hit redial, and I wait and wait a while, and I wait and wait a while, and I wait and wait a while, and I wait and wait a while. Just when I'm thinking that I ought to let this go now, somebody picks up on the line and says, yeah, what? I say, hello, sir. There's some things I'd like to know now. I open these doors, I walk on through, and then they shut. I wonder if I should have tried another door now. Did I choose right? What's the future gonna bring? And he says, you little people, you always want to know the score now. You want a hint? I will tell you just one thing. He says, you don't get to know. He says, you don't get to know. You don't get to know. You don't get to know. Then he drops the phone, and he's disconnected, and I'm all alone, and I'm all dejected. But it gives me hope, not the way he said it, but it gives me hope. Yeah, I think I get it. Choose a door, and you're done. If your door was the right one, you won't know. And that's why you would ruin the surprise. And have we turned the corner? Have we gone right round the bend? Is it the end of the beginning, or the beginning of the end? Are we getting warmer? Have we gone a downward trend? Is it the end of the beginning, or the beginning of the end? Have we turned the corner? I had to turn up the piano there. I wanted to hear that. Oh my gosh. So much angst, so much concern about what was coming next. Yeah, wow, okay. Well, Pat, I'm so glad you made it. Sorry about the changed link. My apologies, everybody. I'm so glad you guys are here. Let us try. Let me just I want to see if I can play a video and see if this computer won't crap out. Fingers crossed. Like, part of the fun of this was the opportunity to like invite people to play my songs. And one of my favorite things that I got to do in the past week and a half was all the members of the Chris Rimple Experience, the band that I used to coach at the School of Rock. They all asked if they could play one of my songs with me. So we chose one that we thought would fit the band, and they did it. And I'm going to press play and hope that it plays. Fingers crossed. This is a bigger video than the other one, so this might just crap out, in which case we'll find another way to watch it together. But fingers crossed. Here we go. Okay.
Dude, it's...
No. It's not going to work.
Here we go.
Oh.
Take one.
Oh, poor computer. Oh, what a bummer. Oh my God. I just so wanted to share that. Ah! Oh, that makes me so sad. Is there anything else I can quit on this computer to make it stop being such a poor, overworked thing? I was teaching a Zoom lesson literally to a piano student in Massachusetts right before I came to do this concert, so that might be part of the problem. Let's try it without Zoom. Here we go. One more time. Here we go. Fingers crossed.
Dude, it's yeah.
Nope.
She's gonna be there.
No. Oh, that breaks my heart. That totally breaks my heart. It was working? What do you mean it was working? Maybe I should stream it from the 2015. Everything's set up over here, though. Yeah. Well, guys, here's what I'm gonna do. Since I can't, since I can't play these videos, it breaks my freaking heart. Yeah, it's working for you. Okay. Why don't you guys watch it, and let me know halfway through the song if it's just clunky and janky as hell. Okay, fingers crossed.
Dude, it's yeah. She's gonna be there. Here we go. Take one. Two.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Guys, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's so fun. It's so fun this is the group of grown-ups that I've been coaching and making music with all through the pandemic. Mostly we did it over Jamulus, so we could do it from our respective houses and play with each other over the internet. And then recently, because we've all gotten vaccinated, and we've decided that we're all going to be in the same germ pod, we've been able to play together in one of the students' houses. And it's playing music together is like manna from heaven. It's just so awesome to be able to do that again. So I look forward to sharing that with you at the earliest possible opportunity. I'll probably just post the thing to YouTube and send you guys all the link. I apologize. Okay. Here's some more songs. What really breaks my heart, actually, is because I was going to play my friend Daniel Kahner's song pretty darn soon, and he did a riff on one of my songs, and I will make a video of me reacting to it and post that to YouTube for you guys later. Thank you for bearing with me today. Clearly, this poor 2009 Mac Mini is not up to this task, but we're going to get through the rest of this concert with, if not flying colors, then draping sloppy floppy colors. And here's another song. Something funny has happened lately. I have had the awkward circumstance of being right back where I was about 2-3 years ago. When my son Rory was born, I was holding him and taking pictures of him and sending them to people. And I was using my phone to take pictures of him and send them off. And I checked my email, and I got an email from my boss, sorry, not my boss, my landlord saying, hey, sorry, but we need to sell the house you guys are living in. I've been living in this house with my son Mose, my son Arlen, and my other son Rory, who's just arrived. And it's 60 minutes since this person came out into the world. And it was a tricky moment, and it was a moment where we were really financially not doing so great, and somehow I just put my head down and just made 30 songs in 30 days that month, and this is one of the ones that came out. It was sort of the term Hail Mary came up. I'm not a particularly religious person, but the common parlance of using this term Hail Mary, a Hail Mary pass, felt like what we needed to do right then. To that end, we just found out that Michaela's uncle, who bought the house that we're living in now as a way to he could rent that to us, that's a place where we could live after we got kicked out of the previous place, he now is getting divorced and has to sell this place. So again, we're like, whoa, everything is crazy. We don't know where we're gonna live. But life is so good. Other than that, I feel like I'm really well equipped to deal with exciting housing crises. And this is a song about that, and it's called Lift Me Up. Lift me up, Hail Mary, word on the street. So lift me up, Hail Mary. I'm past embarrassment, I ain't trying to save face. I'm behind the half-court line, I'm deep into overtime, and the other team is putting up a fight. So lift me up, Ave Maria. I ain't never been to church, but I sure as hell need you tonight. Someone else to blame. Tonight I'm clinging to my last scrap of hope, and so I'm calling out your name. Lift me up, Hail Mary. Word on the street is you're full of grace. So lift me up, Hail Mary. I'm past embarrassment, I ain't trying to save face. Am I worthy of saving with the way I've been behaving? I don't know which way is up, what's wrong and what's right. Lift me up, Ave Maria. I ain't never been to church, but I sure as hell need you tonight. Track a lot. Thank you for sharing this with me, you guys. I am so grateful. Oh my gosh. So, I'm gonna take another sip of this tea. Perhaps just for funsies, when this concert is over, I will make a brand new live stream from this machine over here and play the videos from over here for you guys, if I can figure out how to do that quickly. If not, we'll have to just like save it for another day. For those of you who have known me for a while, I have sort of a signature song from my days in the band called Groove Lily. The song is called No Room in Your Bag. And it's a song about my mom. I had the funniest thing happen to me last night. My mom died in 2017, shortly after Arlen's first birthday. And it's a tricky time for my whole family. But she's been gone a while. I'm done mourning. It's like it's way past. It's 4 years later. And last night, before I went to bed, I was kind of scrolling through Facebook, thinking, "Oh wow, all these nice people are saying nice things about me on my birthday. That's so awesome. It hasn't happened in a while. So I have friends. You guys really like me. Yay!" So I was thinking, yeah, social media, people saying nice things, and I fell asleep and experienced this weird social media post from my mom, who looked basically the same except just a little healthier, and she just like posted a video of herself to Facebook in my dreams and wished me a happy birthday and told me how great she thought I was doing. And then I woke up at about 5 o'clock in the morning thinking, yeah, that really happened. And then I just like, you get your, hey, put the cobwebs away and realize, oh wow, that was actually a dream. Or was it? In any case, I've been thinking a lot about her lately, and this is a song that I wrote about her and me, and it's called No Room in Your Bag. She said in 1967 she got married to my father with a borrowed pair of blue jeans and a bridesmaid. And San Francisco was a bubble of excitement like a butterfly flapping in the stomach of a decade. She didn't know exactly everything he'd been through. She didn't know exactly what she'd gotten into. She got an offer from a magazine to write about the music scene because they liked her resume and bio. She told her husband who'd been offered a position on the faculty of music at a college in Ohio. He said, you either take the job or save our marriage. She put her luggage in the back of his carriage, and she said, you make a choice, you make a call, you may rise, you may fall, and you will pay for what you get. You got no room in your bag for regret. She said that 1975 was like a purgatory, doing needlepoint inside a decompression chamber. And Cincinnati was a garden of conservatism, growing like a vine that tried to tie her down and tame her. She said, now surely there has been a big mistake here. She said, this ain't resembling the mark I want to make here. She saw her future like a single at the bottom of a stack of records that'll never ever see the buzz bin. And she had subjugated all of her desires for the good of the family unit and the betterment of the husband. She saw that they had not been marching to the same drum. Well, she took her son and hit the road to where she came from. And she said, you make a choice, you make a call, you may rise, you may fall, and you will pay for what you get. You got no room in your bag for regret. She drove her beat-up Pinto out to California. She kept the windows down and the air was hot and dry. And she kept hearing Joe Cocker on the radio, singing you are so beautiful, and it always made her cry. And in the rear view mirror, piled high were crib and walker, and toys and clothes and little shoes for little tiny feet. There ain't no room in here for things she wished she might have done, only her behind the wheel. And a consequence of all her actions, fast asleep on the passenger seat. Yeah, 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 yeah. She said that 1989 was like a fuse that burned inexorably to the dynamite of my departure. And she was sad that I was growing up, but glad to shoot me out into the world like an arrow from an archer. As I was packing up to leave and go to college, well, she took a minute to impart a bit of knowledge. And she said, you make a choice, you make a call, you may rise, you may fall, and you will pay for what you get. You got no room in your bag for regret. And you make a choice, you make a call, you may rise, you may fall, and you will pay for what you get. You got no room in your bag for regret. You got no room in your bag for regret. Thank you. The bag is for the other stuff. Thank you, Rick. Yeah. It totally is. It totally is. She would often say after she heard it the first time that song was her legacy. She was proud as heck, and I am proud as heck to carry it on. So my dear friend Daniel Kaner wrote made for this special moment for my 50th birthday gloss on that song, and that's something that I've seen him do for other songwriters before. And if you'll permit me to talk about him for a moment, Daniel Kaner is from England. He's Jewish, and he has been styled as, let me see if I get this right, the comic bard of Anglo Jewry, not Jewish jewelry. It's Jewry. He's a terrific songwriter and has been one for a long time. But sometime around 10, 15 years ago, he got this notion in his head to start writing songs with stories and humor and tragedy and great stuff about his family and his ancestors. And I'm not Jewish, and I'm not a comic bard of anything, but Daniel Kaner is one of my favorite songwriters of all time. And so the fact that he wrote a song for me and recorded it and made a video and sent it to me, and the fact that I can't play it for you is a massive freaking bummer. But I'm going to post it. I'm going to get it to you somehow because I love this guy. So whether or not you have any interest in England or Jews or humor or songs, it doesn't matter. This guy's really good. You need to hear his stuff. It's just great, heartbreakingly funny songwriting that moves you. So that's the end of the commercial. So I'm going to play a couple more for you, and then I'll figure out how to get these other songs to you. Yeah, I will totally post all the videos, Mose. Thank you, buddy. Recently, one of my adult students who has this great tenor voice, his name is Chip Morris. He has been taking piano lessons from me, and he wanted to work on some stuff that would challenge him both singing wise and playing wise. And I said, well, dude, you should be playing and singing some Ben Folds. And this one came up, and I love this song. And when my son Mose came up to visit for the month of June, I was hearing this song in my head every day. So I'm going to play it for you now. I've never played this song from beginning to end before, so wish me luck. But this one's called Still Fighting It. Good morning, sun. I am a bird wearing a brown polyester shirt. You want a Coke, maybe some fries. The roast beef combo's only $9.95. It's okay, you don't have to pay. I've got all the change. Everybody knows it hurts to grow up, and everybody does. It's so weird to be back here. Let me tell you what, the years go on and we're still fighting it. We're still fighting it, and you're so much like me. I'm sorry. Good morning, sun. In 20 years from now, maybe we'll both sit down and have a few beers, and I can tell you about today and how I picked you up and everything changed. It was pain, sunny days and rain. I knew you feel the same things. And everybody knows it sucks to grow up, and everybody does. It's so weird to be back here. Let me tell you what, the years go on and we're still fighting it. We're still fighting it, and scrolling. You'll try and try, and one day you'll fly away from me. Good morning, sun. Good morning, sun. Good morning, sun. Good morning, sun. It was pain, sunny days and rain. And I know you feel the same things. Everybody knows it hurts to grow up, and everybody does. It's so weird to be back here. Let me tell you what, the years go on and we're still fighting it. We're still fighting it. Oh, we're still fighting it. We're still fighting it. And you're so much like me. I'm sorry. And there it is, awkward moment. But yes, Mose, you remind me so much of myself when I was 15. It's just killing me. I love you so much, buddy. I'm going to do a couple more songs and then make the other arrangements. I'm going to drink a little bit more of this because, oh my gosh, I need some. When I began the project of the Song a Week thing, I had a lot I wanted to sing about. I had a bunch of things I wanted to say. And what I'm finding 5 years later is that I've said a lot of the things that I wanted to say. And maybe it's time for me to help other people say the things that they want to say. So if you need some help saying something that you want to say with a song, just reach out, okay? What I find myself gravitating towards now, when I'm singing my own songs, is about what I've learned from this whole process of living thus far. And can you ask, oh, the keys on the left? The keys on the left are listening to the keys at center, and you're not techie enough to know why. Okay. Are you listing or listening? The piano samples are stereo, and they go from left, on my side anyway, to right over there. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Anyway, this is a song about what I've been figuring out about how to live. This one is called Don't Get Too Comfortable. Hey little baby, chillin' at your mama's breast. Little food, little burp, little smile, got a nice place to rest. Hey baby robin, in your tippy top of the tall tree nest. Don't get too comfortable. Hey, first grade bike rider, foot head full of those big ideals. With your handlebar streamers flying in the breeze, thinking this is how freedom feels. Well, little man, it gets harder when you take off those training wheels. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. You could do what you do, but baby, if I were you, I wouldn't get too comfortable. Of the football team, a cheerleader girlfriend, and you're living the dream. The whole damn high school holds you in high esteem. Don't get too comfortable. looking pretty at the top of the heap. Patting yourself on the back for taking that leap. Now you're no longer taking chances, you're just trying to keep what you got. Well, don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Hi, Laura. So good to see you here. Okay, I think what I can do with my computer doing what it's doing right now, I'm going to try to play Daniel's song. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video set. Is that the problem? Okay. Well, I'll deal with that more later. Let's see if we can get Daniel's video to play.
When we were introduced, I got a funny feeling that you really weren't inclined or in the mood to have a visitor. You raised your eyes up to the ceiling and I wondered, is it me or is it you or is it him or is it her? The mutual friend that introduced us was a songsmith and eccentric by the name of Alfred Johnson, who, let's admit it, might somewhat on the spectrum and no stranger to the patter and the rather too long song. So naturally we were all a bit suspicious, but what transpired turned out to be acoustically delicious. Since that day, who knew? I often say to myself, what would Brendan do when my heart is on the line and I'm drowning in debt? I've no room in my bag for regret. No, no, no. I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. Every time I come to LA, I would always make the time to go and visit Brendan up in Glendale. Though it would take 5 hours just to get a few miles on the freeway in the traffic that was nose to tail. On the whole, it was probably worth the battle. Certainly a bit nearer than Seattle. The traffic on the freeway does remind me somewhat of the opening number of La La Land, which quite nicely illustrates the point of what it takes to make it in musical theatre land. My friend, you're still brimming with ideas and talent. Those guys ain't got nothing that you haven't. You gotta have faith. You gotta have fun. You're still great. Whatever you do and you have done, there's a place for everything and everyone. Have no room in your bag for regrets. Hey, 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 I know I messed up your rhyming scheme. What you gonna do about it? I expect you're wondering about now, am I gonna do a parody lyric for this section? Well, this is me just riffing it and attempting to go vaguely in that direction. I didn't have the time to learn it yet, but I've no room in my bag for regrets. No, no, no. Ho, ho, ho. Big 5-0. When you're knee deep in kids and diapers and you can't hear yourself and you haven't got a minute to take a breath in and take a breath out and assess your situation and how you got in it. What is it that your mother tried to tell you? The same thing that you tell everybody else to. Here we go. You make a choice. You make a call. You may ride. You may fall. What you give is what you get. Have no room in your bag for regrets. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, my bag is full of regret. What's that you're saying? Why don't you let go of the bag? I wish I thought of that. Hope it's biodegradable. The bag of regret. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Happy birthday, Brendan. All over the place. At the Seattle School of Rock. We shall see. All right. Bye-bye.
Oh my. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to do one more. I don't want to keep you guys any longer. I was planning to make this an hour-long concert, and I wasted the first 10 minutes of it trying to get connected with OBS. If that didn't convince you, you need to hear Daniel Kahner's stuff. You really do. I will put his... I'll put a bunch of his links in my next newsletter, and I will pester everybody to listen to his stuff because there's a very short list of songwriters I continually look up to and love listening to, and he keeps moving around in the top 3, but he's up there. You know, sometimes he's number 1, sometimes he's number 3, but that depends upon if I'm annoyed with Andy Partridge of XTC currently. I'm going to do one more song for you. This is brand new. It's like so new that I've never played it for anyone before, but it seems like that's the right way to end things up here. Thank you so much for helping me celebrate my 50th birthday, you guys. I'm just profoundly, overwhelmingly grateful. I couldn't do the party that I wanted to do with people coming from all over, but this is much more convenient and also nearly as much fun. And I'm so thankful. Thank you. This one is called When It's Right. When it's right, you'll know there will be no other way to go. When it's right, you'll see, like Newton's apple falling from the tree. You will know, you will know. When it's right, it's clear. Can't stop yourself from grinning ear to ear. When it's right, it's like that moment when you take the training wheels off your bike and you just go. 'Cause you know. 'Cause you know this is the one, this is the time, this is the place. And you know right where you fit in the entire human race. And you know that moment, then you see that look upon her face. And you open up your mouth and say, hello. Because you know when it's right, your eyes will give the game away before you realize. When it's right, it's true. It's like a bolt of lightning coming from the blue, and you just know. 'Cause you know. Which sounds really suspiciously close to. So I do repeat myself a lot. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. Let's see if we can get the Chris Rimple Experience video to play as a closing out here. Fingers crossed.
Dude. It's yeah.
Nope.
She's gonna be there.
No, 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 no.
Here we go.
Okay. I output that one at a really high res, and I think that's part of the problem here. Guys, look for more news from me soon. Thank you again. Oh my gosh. This is the best 50th birthday party I've ever had, and currently my favorite of all of my 50 birthday parties thus far. Thank you. I will see your awesome selves as soon as possible. I miss you all.